Hello everyone. This video is meant to explain all of the resources that are located on the GWHS faculty Google Classroom. All of the resources that we have up right now are located in the Classroom tab, so just at the top of your screen once you enter this Google Classroom. So you click on Classwork. Now the way we have this split up is into 4 different steps, and it really depends on how comfortable you feel with these different Google applications where you can find the most helpful information. So if you have little to no experience using Google Classroom, we recommend starting with step 1, how to use Google Classroom. All you have to do is click on this materials folder and it's going to open a link to a Word document. You click on that Word document, and in this document are different clips from the same tutorial video explaining how to utilize some of the Google Classroom features. So again, if you have little to no experience with Google Classroom, we recommend starting here. If you're totally new to Google Classroom, you can just click this first link and watch the entire video. Or if you're looking to do something in particular, I have it broken up here by what different features are available. Now, if you're familiar with Google Classroom, you can skip step 1 and move on to step 2. Step 2 includes tutorials on how to use some of the more useful Google applications like Google Docs, Google Slides for a PowerPoint feature, Google Hangouts if you're trying to host video chats, Google Voice if you want to communicate with students and families via phone calls or text messages without giving out your personal phone number, and Google Forms, which is a helpful application to use either to give students a survey or you can create quizzes, and Google Forms will actually grade your quizzes for you as well. So depending on which applications you're familiar with already, say you want to learn more about how to use Google Forms, you simply click on that materials folder and there are some links to tutorials in that materials folder. Now if you're familiar with all of these Google applications and you'll want to just generally try something new with online learning or get some good ideas about different things that you can do with your students now that we're in fully online learning mode, step 3 is for you. So you again are just going to click on that materials folder, digital learning pedagogy, and in here is a link to another Word document. And this Word document we basically used to organize all of these different resources that we found in researching online learning. So just read through that, and if something sticks out to you, something you want to try with your students, this is a good place to start. Now, lastly, step 4. Step 4 isn't necessarily about what we can do right now with our students. Step 4 has a website called the Modern Classrooms. The Modern Classrooms website is module based. You can take sort of classes on ways to set up a blended learning module in your classroom. Now that's under the assumption that we also have a physical classroom space, so that's why this is something that over time, it might be a good idea to take a look at this, because in the future these are things that we can do with our students now that we're one-to-one. Additionally, if you go back to the stream on Google Classroom, we'd encourage people, as you come across other online resources, whether in your content area or general online resources, online applications that you think other teachers might find helpful, feel free to post. Everyone has posting rights. You can link to documents in your Google Drive or on your computer, videos on YouTube if you find a tutorial, or you can simply copy and paste the web address into your Google Classroom post, and that will share it with all of the teachers in this Google Classroom so that we can all help each other out. And of course, if you have any general questions about where to find certain information on Google Classroom or really anything, this is just going to be an easy way for us all to communicate with each other. So again, feel free to post if you all have any questions as well. Thanks.